Welcome to Westworld. This is what the hosts say as the guest enters the park. Anyway, hello everyone, it's Numeric Reviews, and today I'll be doing a series review on Westworld. Since the show is still ongoing, I will only review till Season 3, which aired its season finale a few weeks ago. Westworld is the only show that I cannot predict where the show is going, as there are so many twists during the season, which makes me excited from every season and every episode it airs. And as always, spoiler time is now on. The show is based on the movie Westworld from 1973. In my opinion, the show has one of the best twists and reveals in any TV show to this day. What is Westworld? As the future of the world becomes more technologically advanced, scientists start making artificial robots that reflect humans, which they call hosts. The leading two scientists, Dr. Robert Ford, portrayed by Anthony Hopkins, and his partner, Arnold, portrayed by Jeffrey Wright, had different views on what the future of the host should be, as Arnold felt similarities between humans and hosts, while Ford wanted to make fortune out of them. As the park required money, Delos, a shady rich company, agreed to fund the park and turn it into a theme park where rich people come and reveal their true selves. As the hosts unlock artificial consciousness, some wants a free start while some wants the real world. As most humans tries to stop them, while others aid, the story asks who is the villain and who is the hero, the humans or the hosts. One of the main reasons I like the show is because of the unexpected twist the show offers. In Season 1, the main unexpected twist was how Bernard Loeb, portrayed by Jeffrey Wright, the head of scientists, was a host. In Season 2, the main unexpected twist was the fact that Bernard had created a copy of Dolores, portrayed by Evan Rachel Wood, in Charlotte Hales, portrayed by Tessa Thompson's skin. In Season 3, the main unexpected twist was the reveal of whose pearl was in the host Dolores unleashed into the world. As Dolores reveals to Bernard, Maeve, portrayed by Tandy Newton, and MIB, or Men in Black, portrayed by Ed Harris, that every version of the host Dolores Unleashed had Dolores' pearl in them. Now we're going to move on to the top season so far. Number 3, Season 1. Though every season of Westworld excited me, the first season was slightly confusing, as the show had to introduce multiple characters with multiple storylines and timelines. As each character got a certain amount of mystery in their character, the fact that Bernard was a host was not too unexpected. Number 2, Season 2. Though Season 2 is at the number 2 spot, Season 2 was as impressive as Season 3. The season improved on focusing on all the main characters but balancing out so that the viewers can understand and appreciate each character for who they are. As I was watching the final episode of Season 2, I did not predict how Bernard replaced Charlotte with a copy of Dolores within her, which made me love the show even more. The other best part of the season was the Shogun World episode. As the show branches out the theme park from more than just Westworld, it was nice to see the hosts from Westworld interacting with the hosts from Shogun World and seeing Maeve's power evolve. Number 1, Season 3. Even though Season 3 had 2 episodes less than the prior 2 seasons, Season 3 introduced the viewers to the good side of humanity. The show made me question who is right and wrong in this season. As the show explores how tyrant Dolores can be, but as she meets humans who she trusts like Caleb Nichols, portrayed by Aaron Paul, the show starts to unravel what Dolores' true intentions are. As this season explores mainly on free will, Dolores starts to be seen as the revolutionary in the season as she unleashes all of the data Rehoboam collected on the citizens. I begin to question if her action is justifiable or not. Meanwhile, other characters like Maeve and Bernard tries to stop Dolores, which fuels the question who is the hero in this season and who is the villain. Next, we're moving to my top 10 favorite episodes. Number 10, the original. Season 1, Episode 1. The episode that started the entire show introduces most of the main characters interestingly. As the host mechanic tries to uncover why some hosts are not following the loops, as they uncover why the host is rebelling, the episode ends with a bloody cleanup that starts to intrigue me to watch the show. Number 9, The Mother of Exiles. Season 3, Episode 4. One of the biggest questions I had going into Season 3 was, who was inside the host Dolores unleashed to the world? In this episode, the question is answered, as multiple Dolores around the world talk to key characters of the show, Men in Black, Bernard, Maeve, The biggest twist in the season is revealed, as all the hosts Dolores unleashed have Dolores' Pearl. Number 8. Les Écorchés, Season 2, Episode 7. This episode finally reveals to the human that Bernard is a host. As the human interrogate Bernard, the episode brings back one of the main characters from Season 1, Dr. Robert Ford. As he is killed in the Season 1 finale, the show brings Ford back in a unique way that the show explores during the season, which is to imprint the mind of a human into a computer. As the show explores Ford's intention, the episode also shows the backstory of how Bernard was created. During these events, the hosts take over the control center and have a massive fight against the human, which has major consequences to the future. Number 7. Kiksuya, Season 2, Episode 8. This episode is one of the most unique episodes of the season, as the episode focuses on the Ghost Nation. This episode focuses on Akane, portrayed by Zahn McLaren, the head of the Ghost Nation, and how he discovers the maze and discovers the truth of Westworld. As the episode explores the origin of Akane, the episode also explains why the Ghost Nation is trying to stop Dolores and her crew. This episode also has one of my personal favorite music in the show, I Promise. Number 6. The Bicameral Mind, Season 1, Episode 10. The hour-and-a-half season finale of the first season answered many questions, but also raised multiple new ones. As the show uncovers what Ford's new storyline is, the episode also explores what happens if the hosts rebel against the humans in the control center. As the host reaches the end of the maze, the host becomes artificially conscious and in the end is able to injure the humans and start a rebellion. Number 5. Trompe, Season 1, Episode 7. You cannot trust anyone in Westworld, as this episode reveals one of the major twists in any television history. The show starts to reveal how far Ford is willing to go to get what he wants, as the episode reveals Bernard is a host created by Ford to do his bidding. This episode reveals how Ford could have changed any of his employees into a host. The thought alone is scary in my opinion. Number 4. Akane no Mai, Season 2, Episode 5. This episode introduces the Shogun world and how similar it is to Westworld. As Maeve's crew is captured by Musashi's crew, portrayed by Hiroyuki Sanda, they start to realize Lee Sizemore, portrayed by Simon Quarterman, the head of the narrative for the park, plagiarized the characters from Westworld to Shogun World. This episode explores how the hosts from Westworld and Shogun World work together to free them while Maeve starts to unlock her powers. Number 3. Genre, Season 3, Episode 5. In the future, what happens to drugs? In Westworld's future, drugs become more technological than biological and is called genre. As this episode allows the viewers to see Caleb experience all 5 genres the genre makes him experience, they are on the run from Serac, portrayed by Vincent Castle, as Dolores and Caleb kidnaps Liam Dempsey Jr., portrayed by John Gallagher Jr. This episode uniquely explores multiple genres in one episode. Number 2. Crisis Theory, Season 3, Episode 8. The season finale of Season 3 was unexpected, as the show questions who the main antagonist of the season is, Serac or Dolores, and this episode gives us an answer. As the show explores why Dolores chose Caleb as her right-hand man, the show also reveals what her plan was for humanity. Most viewers, including myself, thought that Dolores' real intention was to burn down the world so that the host can inhabit it. But in truth, throughout reading the books of Human in the Forge, leads Dolores to understand that humans aren't evil, but since they have no free will because of Rehoboam, she wants to set them free. The show also teases for the future seasons as Charlotte Dolores has a true vendetta against Dolores, and with Bernard having full access to the Forge, any characters that have died could return in the future. Here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. The Passenger, Season 2, Episode 10. As any twist a TV show can conjure, this episode gave the most unimaginable twist a TV show can provide. As the rescue team enter the Forge, the show explores what happened when the hosts arrived at the Valley Beyond. As Dolores and Bernard learned what the task of the Forge was, they open up the door to the Valley Beyond, while Dolores reads the book on humans to make sure she is prepared to win the fight against them. Bernard then makes the ultimate sacrifice to kill Dolores, but in the midst of Charlotte's pure evilness, Bernard brings back Dolores, but in the body of Charlotte. As Dolores makes it out of Westworld, she teases the show with her carrying 5 host pearls, making the viewers and myself wonder who she brought. Meanwhile, as Maeve's crew are all taken out by the humans, the show makes us wonder what happens to them and whether they will return or not. Season 4 predictions. What's next? The next season will probably explore how Charlotte starts replacing humans into hosts and tries to take over the world to avenge her son. Meanwhile, Maeve and Caleb will probably reunite with Bernard and will bring a version of Dolores back to stop Charlotte. Will Dolores return? Yes, a form of Dolores will return, as the producer of Westworld, Jonathan Nolan, mentioned Evan Rachel Wood would return in some capacity, and since there are 3 other Doloreses out in the world, Dolores will return. How long has Bernard been in the Forge, and is Stubbs, portrayed by Luke Hemsworth, still alive? Since Bernard was covered with dust in the post-credit scene of Season 3, he has been in the Forge for a long time, but I believe Stubbs will return in Season 4, since Hemsworth is a big name in Hollywood right now. In conclusion, Westworld is one of the most complicated TV shows in history. As the show goes on to the future seasons, I enjoy how the twist is increased in the unexpectedness. I am excited about the future seasons of Westworld, as the show has been renewed for Season 4, which will probably air in the next 2 years. Thank you for watching.